SDR, WA6LJS.
Thanks for coming back, John. Yeah, that's normal. So, W7OG.
Roger, roger, but you're hitting SDR2 pretty solid. WA6LJS standing by for the Air Force Flyers Net beginning at the top of the hour.
Yeah, WA6LJS, W5ABI. I heard another one just above the noise there. I didn't get a full call. Over.
No, I didn't hear. I only heard John there. Was there another station trying to check in? Well, I heard a Kilo Charlie 4 something. Come again? Kilo Charlie 4, Yankee Charlie Foxtrot, is that in Augusta, Georgia, is that correct? Oh, roger, roger. Yeah, we're just, this is the pre-net for the Air Force Flyers Net. Are you going to stay around for the net, over? Okay, thank you very much. We got you on the net logger, will get you on there. WA6LJS standing by for the Flyers.
W5OG, K1DOB.
W5OG, W5ABI, K1DOB is calling you now. Maybe he's away from his desk, Bob, W5ABI.
Yeah, must be. Frank, K1DOB, WA6LJS. I was going to let Dale know that Don, K0ZNC is on Echolink, and you might be the best person to do that this morning, or maybe Mike. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, K1DOB, good morning, Bob. Good signal this morning. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'll get ready for it, and I can easily simul him in there. K1DOB, WA6LJS.
Thank you, John. K1DOB, W5OG, copy.
W5OG, Dale, are you there? WA6LJS.
I don't know if he's copying you, John, W5ABI.
No, he's not hearing Bob either. I mean, he may have stepped away for something, so we'll stand by, but I'll let him know that I can simul Don in there. WA6LJS.
Yeah, WA6LJS, W5OG. I had to step away a minute there, John, but I got all that. And good morning to Don, if he's hearing me on HF. And you're going to bring him in. I do appreciate that. I know that, but you're not on NetLogger yet there, John. So, anyway, yeah, we'll be starting the net here in about 5-6 minutes. W5OG.
Well, I thought I was on NetLogger. I'm not on Echolink yet. I got to bring it up.
Yeah, I'm at Echolink. One of those other devices, anyway. I see you're not on Echolink. That's all I was mentioning. So, anyway, mighty fine. Appreciate it, John, if you bring in Don there. W5OG.
QSL, WA6LJS, standing by for the Air Force Flyers Net, top of the hour.
Kilo Bravo 0, Lima Tango, Tango Mobile, check in.
KP0, Lima Tango Tango, good morning, Larry.
Good morning, John. Good morning, John. Nice signal coming into West Central Ohio.
Yeah, you're a good S8. You're an S8 out here in San Diego, but got you real good. WA6LJS, standing by. CQ, 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 KQ4, CLD.
Are you calling CQ for the Air Force's Flyers Net?
Who is that asking about the Air Force's Flyers Club Net? Call it again, W5OG.
Yeah, Dale, I heard somebody come in and call CQ, 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 but I don't know if they were just checking if they were part of the net or somebody else.
Okay, Larry, I didn't hear that, so that's interesting. This is W5OG. We'll be starting up the net in about 3.5 minutes now. Good morning to you, Larry. Yeah, pretty good signal here locally. W5OG.
Yeah, good morning, Dale. I've got you a good solid S9. I had John a good solid S9 as well here in the west central Ohio. KB0LTT standing by for net.
This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. We'll be starting up the Air Force's Flyers Club Net here on this frequency in 2 minutes.
Did I hear Whiskey 4 Oscar Golf?
Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf, KF0OP. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning, Mike. Good signal, KF0OPE at W5OG. Be starting up just over a minute.
Yeah, you're a solid 5-9 here in Nebraska.
Okay, it's 1600 Zulu, 10 o'clock local here in the central part of the country. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. I'll be net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net this Thursday morning. This net meets on this frequency every day of the year. Members of our group are active duty, retired, and veterans of the military air forces from all branches, including the new Space Force. We include air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, support personnel, pretty much anyone involved with the aviation mission from all of our armed forces. Visitors are also welcome to check into the net. You don't have to have any aviation experience or military experience in order to take part in the net. The purpose of our group is to promote fellowship between those of us licensed radio amateurs who spend a portion of our lives supporting the missions of our armed forces. This is a controlled net. To contact net control, please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. We have a nice website. You can find out all about us. It's airforcesflyersclub.org. And I say again, Air Forces plural, Flyers plural, club.org. You can see us all about the organization, and there are some member bios there, and you can find out all about us. There's also an online application if you are qualified and would like to become a member. The way we run the net is to use NetLogger. I'll use the list right off of NetLogger, and doing the net logging duties this morning is Leon in 5BE. Thank you, Lee, for that. And he is also providing the question of the day. We will have a question of the day. We usually do that to I guess, exercise our brains a bit and give us something to talk about on the net. We'll go down through that list in initial time. Please limit your comments to about 2 minutes. We do have another net that begins, it's the bottom of the next hour. We have plenty of time, but if we get a long list here, we might run up against that other net that starts 2 kilohertz up at 1/2 the next hour. Should not be a problem, but we'll see. And also, we are monitoring our Echo Link. We have a node, Alpha Foxtrot Charlie on Echo Link, and Don K0ZNC will be simulcast off of Echo Link this morning by W5OG. All right, well, so far on the list this morning, I'm going to go through this list, and then we'll stand by to see if we have short timers this morning. As I mentioned, we got Don, K0ZNC. Good morning to you, Don. I've got the Mobile, 18-wheeler Mobile, Larry, KB0LTT. He's still up in the north country a bit too far there, away from his Florida home with all this cold weather. Hopefully you're doing all right there, Larry. I haven't heard Uncle Cliff, our other 18-wheeler, but he might be in here later on. W5PIX. I'm not sure. He's not on the list. We have not heard from him. So we'll see if he shows up. Also, we've got visitor KC4YCF, Mike, down there in Augusta, Georgia, getting ready for the Masters, no doubt. K5 Yankee, Papa Yankee, Brian in Canyon Lake. He's probably not hearing me. Unless there's some backscatter going on. He's a bit close, so and I don't know if he knows about the SDRs or not. And I've got, as I mentioned, Lee in 5BE, my neighbor just to the west here in Arlington. We also have John, K8YO, and Chief Mike, WW5ENZ up in Choctaw. Good morning to you, Mike. And I talked to James, KG5PTE, earlier. And also Frank, N4GYY. Have not heard Bill, W2WLD, but hopefully he's hearing us this morning. Also John, WA6LJS. Commander Bob, K1BOB. I've got W5ABI with a good signal from Las Cruces. I've got Charlie, K4YDB. And speaking of Charlie, it reminds me to tell you about the YouTube video he does live stream the net from his perspective there in Georgia. And he also will have the question of the day posted there. So all you have to do is go to YouTube, search for K4YDB, and then when you see that circle with the old C-47 in there, click on that, and it should bring you up to the live stream window there. Also, we've got John, W5OG, got Professor Bob, NX6RG, and Mike, KF0OPE with a big signal from Nebraska. Got, let's see, a couple of visitors here. I see W4 Victor Foxtrot Willie, W4 VFW, or Whiskey, I guess. Victor Foxtrot Whiskey. I think he's been in here before. That's a familiar call. K5 Yankee X-Ray Oscar. Is that right? He's also in Canyon Lake. I wonder if that's could be K. Well, I don't know. We'll see if it maybe a YPY mistake. I don't know. Anyway, also my younger brother Brian, WB5DRI. Got well, Brian is listening only this morning, and also Ray, WB2JJO, and Norman from Illinois, N9KJN. Good morning to you, Norman. All right, that's the list as I have it so far. I'll take over the air check-ins here just shortly, but let me just take a quick standby. With that list, anyone need to be a short timer? Any short timers this morning, call now, W5OG. Well, I don't hear anybody. Let's take over the air check-ins. Anybody else that is not on the list that would like to join us this morning, members or guests, call now, W5OG. I don't hear anyone. WA6LJS. John, could you put a call out from the West Coast there? W5OG.
Wilco, this WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Thursday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. All's quiet out west. Back to net.
All right, John, thank you. How about Bill, W2WLD? Put a call out from Scotia, New York, if you would, Bill, W5OG.
Wilco, good morning, Dale. This is W2WLD, upstate New York. Relaying for net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club. We're taking check-ins, members or guests. Please call now. No, I got nobody.
All right, Bill, thank you. All right, well, we'll switch over and give you the all-intriguing question of the day. And it is courtesy of Lee. It's a Lee Began question in 5BE. We appreciate him being our question czar. And he does provide some interesting questions from the Army perspective, and that it really adds a lot, I think, to our net. And this one happens to fall into that category. The question of the day, the 1948 Key West Agreement outlined and established the roles and responsibilities of our air power components. The U.S. Army tried unsuccessfully to push those limits with various aircraft acquisitions. The Army, side comment, the Army has more aircraft than the Air Force, by the way, and also they have more ships than the Navy. But that's for another day. All right, so the Army wants to push the limits of the agreement that establishes the roles and responsibilities of the air power components of all of our military armed forces. And so anyway, can you name the aircraft that they were trying to get into their inventory? And there are more than one of these that qualify. Can you name those aircraft? Is it A, the Cessna T-37, the Cessna T-37, or B, the Fiat G91, the Fiat G91? Or would it be Charlie, the Douglas RA-3B, the Douglas RA-3B, or Delta, the A-4D Skyhawk, the A-4D Skyhawk, or answer Echo is all of the above. Remember that it can be more than one of the, he says that there are more than one. All right, so anyway, you have to pick out the ones that the Army tried to acquire. And as a bonus, we have a bonus question. The RV-1D was an ELINT variant of the Mohawk. The OB-1, the Mohawk in the Army inventory. This is the RV-1D, was an ELINT variant. It flew with very sophisticated, quick look, too sweet. It flew with a very sophisticated, quick look, too sweet. It was an ELINT aircraft. All right, there was a mid-'80s combat loss, unacknowledged due to the sensitivity of its mission. And Lee wants to know, where did the loss take place? Was it one of these following locations? Was it A, Korea, B, Bravo, East Germany, C, Charlie, Iran, or D, Russia, or E, Central America? Once again, was it Alpha, Korea, Bravo, East Germany, Charlie, Iran, Delta, Russia, or Echo, Central America? And as Lee is wont to do, he has those, the answers are matched pairs. In other words, if you pick the alpha answer from the first question, it would pair up with the correct answer being alpha in the second question. Alpha, alpha, bravo, bravo, and so forth. All right. Any questions on the question? Or anybody wants me to repeat it there? Call now. W5OG. Okay. I hope you're able to see that on the net logger on the Charlie's live stream on YouTube there. All right, let's go ahead and start down the list. We'll start with Don, as we usually do. Good morning to you, Don. Welcome to the Thursday edition, K0ZNC. If you'll bring him in, there, John, WA6LJS, W5OG.
Welcome, K0ZNC. Don, you're up, WA6LJS, Simul.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Dale, for getting me on there. Do appreciate it. It's K0ZNC in Longmont, Colorado. Good morning to everyone who works the flash. We've got a really nice day brewing here. Time is 34.34. It's currently 51 degrees outside. It's really nice. Johnson on the question. Put me down for Echo, Echo. Put me down for Echo, Echo. That's about it. Give me a shout on the 73 round. Says just canceled me yesterday. So with that, we'll turn it back to you, Dale, W5OG, WA6LJS, with K0ZNC. Good evening, all.
WA6LJS, back to that.
Okay, fine job there, John. Thank you for that. And Don got your answer as Echo, Echo. Let's move along to our first mobile, KB0LTT. Larry, hope you're still hearing me there. Good morning to you. And how are things in Ohio? You're up, W5OG.
Well, good morning, Dale, and good morning to all the flyers. Things are quite well here. I got somebody coming across. Hold on, let's do this here. Things are quite well, by golly. They had a little commotion going on there. I've got an escort on this oversized load I've got, so I had to blank her out so she wasn't bleeding over on me. Get rid of her there altogether. Anyway, as far as the weather goes right now, near Lima, Allen County Airfield, I've got winds 230 at 12, overcast at 1,500. I've got haze, 6 miles of visibility. Temperature 21 Fahrenheit, and that's a heat wave compared to minus 14 that I was in the other night. 2.16 Fahrenheit, humidity 80%, and the altimeter 3012. And as far as the questions go, Dale, I'm going to go ahead ahead with Don and go echo, echo. Put me down for echo, echo. Back to you, Dale. Katie'sville LTC Mobile.
Okay, Larry, solid copy. You're peaking 9 with me this morning, right up to the 9 mark. Very good signal there. And you guys amaze me. You're able to do all that. You're hauling a extra wide load with the escorts, and you're handling all that and able to join us on the net. That's wonderful, Larry. Anyway, drive carefully today, and we'll go to the next one. The next 18-wheeler, Cliff. Good morning to you, Cliff. Where are you today? W5PIX in the Mobile, W5OG.
Well, good morning there, Dale. And just a question here from Lee. And I'm in Bryan College Station right now. And then we're going to be heading on down there to Brownsville later on. I was Alpha and Charlie. The first question, and Alpha Charlie. And the second one, Fort Allen, is a very good one. Say with probably Alpha Bravo also on the second one. Well, anyways, back to I'm probably wrong. And it is, well, let's see, what is well, 26 here in the sun, 62 degrees right now. That is very comfortable. We got W5OG. This is W5PIX here in Bryan College.
All right, Uncle Cliff. I copied all that. I'm not sure exactly what your answers were there. I think you said Alpha and Bravo, and of course they're matched pairs. So our Alpha and Charlie is what Lee has on in NetLogger there. There is only one answer to the. There may be more than one answer to the first question, but really only one answer to the second question there. You want to just pick Charlie for the second question there, Cliff, W5PIX, W5OG. He may not be hearing me. John, could you relay and tell him if there's only one answer for the second question there, over? WA6LJS, W5OG.
Yeah, Clifford, say again, you guys doubled. What was your answer? I said Roger on the second question. Okay, he said Roger on the second question, Dale.
Okay, well, we'll put you down for Charlie there for the second question. All right, let's go to the first visitor. KC4, Yankee Charlie Foxtrot. Mike, hopefully you're still there. You're up for the net. Glad to have you join us. W5OG. Okay, fine, Mike, and thank you for your service there. Interesting remarks. And yeah, you're not obligated by any means to participate in the questions of the day. And this is a relatively complicated one. Usually we have a little bit simpler questions, and it's more fun. Well, I don't know. This is always fun, though, to bring some of these things up, and we'll all learn something new, perhaps, out of it. But mighty fine that you were in Thailand there with back during Vietnam. And, yeah, they're still doing, the C5 is still around, and it's still a big behemoth that does a very important job for us. So thank you, Mike. We'll leave you on the list and be back around hopefully for the 73 round if you can stick with us. Let's move along to another visitor from the gentleman from Canyon Lake there, Brian. K5 Yankee, Papa Yankee. Go ahead. You're up for the net, W5OG. He may not be hearing me. John, would you give him a try also there, WA6LJS, W5OG?
Yeah, K5 Yankee, Papa Yankee, K5YPI. Brian, you're up, WA6LJS, relay. Kilo 5 Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee, Papa Yankee. Thanks for the relay. I can't hear the net controller. Anyway, it's a sunny day, beautiful day. It's going to be in the high 50s today. I want to thank everybody for their service to our country. Kilo 5 Yankee, Papa Yankee, going back to net control. Okay, Brian, you're coming in nicely, almost 10 over 9 into San Diego area this morning. And he's not hearing you at all, Dale. And Brian, I'm noticing that on NetLogger, you're coming up twice with two different calls. Your call, YPY, and there's an N5YXO. Is that because you upgraded and QRZ.com is picking up both calls, over? Yeah, that N5YXO, that's my old call. I went back to my original call about a year and a half ago, so I saw that also. Oh, okay, that's what I thought, because it showed up the same person with two different calls. I guess QRZ that it picks off of hasn't got anything. All right, very good. Thanks for checking in. There'll be a 73 round if there's enough time. Anything else for us, Brian? That's all I have, and I got to get out here. I won't be around for the 73 call, but like I said, thank y'all for letting me in the net. Thank y'all for your service. 73. Well, thank you much, and thank you for checking in. We appreciate visitors. Come back whenever you can. We're here every day. Back to net, WA6LJS.
All right, John, WA6LJS, W5OG. Yeah, thank you for that, and I was hearing him well on the SDR there with no problem. Glad to make his acquaintance, and glad he could join us there. All right, let's move along. Next would be, let's see, let me see where I am here. And we get KC4YCF, and yeah, you moved him down to the bottom. I see what's happened. All right. Next would be Lee, N5BE. Lee, any comments before we, for your comment round? And then we'll be back and let you explain some of this as we give the answer. N5BE, go ahead, Lee, W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG N5BE. I'd like to make a public service announcement on the net today. This is what happens when you don't supply me questions. You're going to get my questions today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So unless you want to provide questions, and it's very easy to do, we're going to get stuck with 3 questions. So there you go. I thought I provided a very, very less than subtle hint on question 1, which leads you to question the correct answer on question 2. I thought I was clever enough in doing that, but apparently that's been missed. So carefully study what I said about question 1. There's more than one answer. I personally have seen U.S. Army C-47, C-54s, C-28, and a T-51. There's some strange U.S. Army aircraft out there, and I have the wealth of knowledge. I was given a U.S. Army aviation history book for Christmas. So stand by. Well, if you want to provide questions, you're going to get more of these. But, you know, all that aside, it is part of our aviation history. And like I said before, I believe we're stewards of that history on this net. And part of this is I'm not trying to sucker anyone. I'm trying to bring out some of that history. So that's why these questions. I don't expect everyone to know the answers, but I expect that maybe we'll learn something. So that's my public service announcement, Dale. And I really enjoyed meeting everyone last Saturday. That was a fun event. W5OG N5B.
Yeah, well done, Lee, and thank you for those good comments. Yeah, I enjoyed our get-together last Saturday also very much. And turned down the game there, the SDR. Good comments. And I did some research on this, and there's very little that you can find on the internet, as you know there, Lee. So well done. And thank you for the question this morning. We'll have fun with it. That's all this is all about. And maybe learning a little along the way and enjoying each other's company. Let's move along to John down in Tallahassee. K8 Yankee Oscar. Good morning, John. You're up. W5OG. All right, John, mighty fine. Now, they are matched. If you think it's Echo, then you'd probably want to pick Echo for the last one. Do you want to change your answer there, John? All right, we'll put you down for Echo / Charlie. Mighty fine. You may be in. Well, anyway, we'll talk about it some more when we give the answers out there. Let's go to Chief Mike, WW5ENZ. Go ahead, Mike. You're up. W5OG.
Okay, W5OG. Yeah, there's a lot of noise today, but I can pick you up locally pretty good. This is W5ENZ. Yeah, I should have get my call sign out there. Anyway, I love these questions, though. They're not bad. I mean, they really, in fact, and you're right, Dale, there's really nothing on the internet about this too much. I mean, it's really interesting. Although, there's a little bit of a story here. My daughter worked, she was in the Air Force, she was a controller, weapons controller, and she was stationed at Key West. That's an interesting place. She was stationed at a Navy base as an Air Force person, and she was on personnel recovery where, in fact, you remember the contractors that were rescued? She was actually involved in that rescue, doing the air control for the AWAC. Interesting stuff. Anyway, the problem is she's in the hospital right now getting some surgery, so I can't talk to her. She probably knows the answer to this because she was in Key West at that time. But anyway, I'm just going to go with Echo. So we'll just take a leg, and then I'll give you my quick report. 39 degrees here, so we're above freezing today. Life is good. Sun is out, and the wind is calm. Anyway, this is W5ENZ from, I guess, Oklahoma City. Yeah, Oklahoma City. Turning it back to you, Dale. W5OG, W5ENZ.
All right, Mike, mighty fine. Yeah, good signal on the FDR there. I'm hearing you well out there. Hold on a minute. Let me turn that down a bit. And all right, Mike, yeah, it's cooler up there, but it's going to be a nice day through the center part of the country here today. We're going to be up in the 50s and, just back to normal for our winter here. Let's move along. And my neighbor just to the southwest at KG5PTE. James, good morning to you there in Belton. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG, KG5PT. I got to be short time. Just got the alarm guy just showed up, so I got to take care of business. So I'm going to pass on the question today, Dale. And good question, Leon, but I got to get back to business here. So I'm just checking in and out. So thanks for running the net, Dale. W5OG, KG5PT. Y'all carry on.
All right, James, 7-3 to you. I hope it's nothing serious there that you need to take care of. But anyway, glad to hear you this morning. Have a good day there. And we'll say 7-3 to you and go to Frank, N4GYY. Good morning, Chief. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG and the great people of GYY. Good morning to all the flyers and our visitors that are on the net this morning. It's always nice to hear visitors. Today in Louisville, we're partly sunny with 30 degrees. It got down to about 19 this morning. And we're supposed to kind of every day inch a little bit higher and higher and higher above the freezing mark, where in a couple of days we're actually low likely going to be above the freezing mark. And maybe we can get rid of all the ice that's ready. I can't call it snow because it's not snow anymore. It's just ice. It's just stuff that got shoveled up all up in the corner, and it's all turned to ice. So it's going to take a while to get rid of that. Other than that, it's a nice day. I probably won't be here for the 73 round because today is the Military Appreciation Day at our sports boat and RV show. And the wife and I are planning on going there and just cruise through the RV like we do every year. And this is the day that they let us in free. So, it's always good to get some kind of appreciation from every once in a while. And I kind of read the questions 2 or 3 times, and I think what Leon made a comment there. I'm going to go with echo and echo because the number 1 question says there are more than one answer. So I'm going to go with echo and echo, and we'll see how that comes out. I will be here to listen through to get to the answer, but the 73 round fairly quick. I may or may not be here. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Dale. W5OG and the group N4GYY. 73 if I'm not here at the 73 round.
All right, Frank, that sounds like fun. I know where you'll be going there, out near the airport and near Church, the Churchill Downs there. Anyway, 7-3 if you're going to pull out now there, Frank. But I will take a quick listen for you in case you're still there around the shack there. Let's go to Wild Bill, W2WLD. Good morning, Bill. You're up, W5OG.
Yeah, good morning, Dale. Good morning, all. Propagation pretty good today. We're a balmy, will be 27 degrees. Quite a warm spell here. Looking at the questions, and given the parameters, there is only one possible answer, whether you know anything about this topic or not, which I don't. The bonus question will only allow for one selection, one answer. So you take that and then look at the fact that it's stated that there are more than one aircraft on question number 1. The only possible answer is echo, echo, because the question 1, that's the way you get more than one aircraft without having to dictate more than one place. So I don't know how well I've explained it, but I'm pretty confident in Echo Echo, and I'm expecting a couple phone calls, and rather than be interrupted, I think I'll make this a one and done, Dale. I will listen. Hopefully I'll hear the answer, but I think there's only one possibility. Thanks, Dale, and everybody have a great day. 73 W5OG W2WLD.
Bill, mighty fine. A little Boolean logic there, and we got your answer as Echo Echo. It's all for fun there, Bill. 7-3, you have. I did get that you need to pull out, so we'll hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow. Let's go to John, and just in passing, the comment that Lee made may have not been picked up by everyone, but everybody is encouraged to provide questions, and you can always send them to Lee in 5 Bravo Echo or to one of the net controllers. Email your questions, and any questions from the members our guests would be certainly welcome, and we'll try and use those as we can there. So we don't have to depend always on Lee. He's kind of the keeper of the questions. And so as a central repository, you can send it to Lee if you like. All right, let's move along to John. W6LJS. Go ahead, John. You're up. W5OG.
Okay, thank you, Dale. W5OG, WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Good conditions today. So far, I'm hearing everybody locally. I have the SDRs on, a couple of them, but haven't really needed them yet. And I would second what Dale just said. There's enough expertise in this group that we could have some very excellent questions from some of the others. So, like Dale said, if you got one, send it to Leon, and he'll be the repository for them, or send it direct to your favorite net controller. And that'll be great. Well, it's 62 degrees here. We've got Santa Ana winds. They haven't hit me yet. Hopefully they don't. But usually when the winds come off the desert, it really gives beautiful temperatures here along the coast. We're 62 degrees with clear blue skies and plenty of sun. We'll probably be up into the mid-70s today before long. And we are under a red flag warning. They're expecting tonight some more heavy winds. So as long as the fires stay away, we can live with the winds. But one of those fire sparks, the winds just make it out of control. Let's see. I'm saying similar to Bill. I was going to choose Bravo, the Fiat G91 as the aircraft, but then when it says that there's more than one answer, that doesn't fit. So the only ones that I was going to go BB, but then that wouldn't work if there's only one. If there's more than one answer for the first question. So I'm going to follow the lemmings and go Echo Echo. The Central America was the location, and Echo is all the above. So thanks for running things. A good question, and back to you, W5OG, WA6LJS.
All right, John, mighty fine. And I want all of that, and do appreciate that. All right, let's move along to Commander Bob, K1BOB. Good morning again, Bob. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, K1BOB here, and good morning to all the flyers there. And of course, I'll echo and say it again. Yeah, we need some more contributors to the net. We've asked for net loggers. I haven't got any in the past, and I'll continue to advertise for somebody to pick up net loggers. We have one person doing it all the time, supplying questions. I know Lee enjoys it, but it's not fair. I don't think it's fair to any member to make them do all that stuff. So we try to distribute some of the wealth around. So get off your butt and please be an active member, not just checking in every day. Some of you I know are working. We understand that, but I'll leave it at that. Anyway, tough question this morning. I had no idea. I was going to say Korea or South America. And I think Bill, every time I follow Bill. Captain Bill has very succinct answers, and he doesn't need to know the subject matter half the time like today. So, well done, Captain Bill, and I'm going to agree with Captain Bill and all the other echoes. And we'll keep our fingers crossed here. Other than that, 10 degrees. I've got plenty of wire to at least string my antenna. The other stuff's going to have to stay under a foot and a half of snow for now. But I don't even think I can get that coil to straighten out without a little sun or heat on it. So I'm still on a wire antenna here, pushing about 900 watts. So that's what we're going to get for a while. I didn't want to be on Dale's radio when he's busy on the radio. So with that, put me down for Echo, please, Dale. Thank you for running the net. And Lee, thank you for doing everything you do. Net logger this morning and every morning it seems. I need to get some volunteers. K1 DOB. Thanks for the public service announcement there, Lee. Back to W5OG. Thank you, Dale.
All right, Bob. Yeah, solid copy. No worries. Your wire antenna is doing well for you there. And I think Don is making some comments on. Oh, there he's talking to John. All right, mighty fine there, Bob. And we got you down for Echo. Let's go to Joe, W5ABI in Las Cruces. Good morning again, Joe. You're up, W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning, Dale. Good morning to the rest of the Flyers. Nice morning here, clear blue sky, calm winds. We had a low at 21, so it's warming up a little bit, I guess. Currently it's 29, and we're only going up to 46. I think we only have one more day in this, and then it's going to get back to the normal weather here. Anyhow, everything's fine. We're on the warm side of the door here. Let me see. On the question, I'm going to go with Echo also. I don't really know the answer, but seems like a good answer everybody else is giving here. We'll be here at the bottom. Thanks again for running the net. W5OG, W5ABI.
All right, Joe. Yeah, big signal from you this morning. Mighty fine. Got your answer there. And let's go to Charlie, K4YDB, over in Cartersville, Georgia. Charlie, you're up. W5OG. Yeah, good morning again.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Dale. Morning to all the Flyers out there and all the visitors we have. Hope everybody's staying on the warm side of the door. Right now, it's currently 33 degrees here. We got up above freezing today. Supposed to be into the mid 40s by the later on this afternoon, but right now the sun's supposed to be out too, and there's no sunshine yet, so it's still overcast. So just have to wait and see how that plays out. Right now, conditions here are pretty good. I'm hearing just about everybody. A lot of good. Don't have a lot of noise in here this morning for some reason, but I'm not complaining. But as far as the question goes, I got no choice. I got to go with the Echo. Anyway, nothing else going on over here. I'll turn it back to you, Dale. W5OG, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
All right, Charlie. Mighty fine, and appreciate your always. We appreciate your doing that live stream there. It's such a nice job, and it really does add to the net so that we can see visually what's going on and see the question. Let's go to John, W7AJN in Peoria, Arizona. Good morning, John. You're up. W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Good morning, Dale, and good morning to all the Flyers out there on the net. It is a beautiful day here in Peoria, where we have currently 48 degrees and going up to 64, and it's clear. So good day for good winter day in Arizona. Let's see, girls are doing fine. Susan's off at where is she? CT, I think, or something like that. Anyway, we're always heading out to something, one thing or another, and something we have two vehicles, because we couldn't get along with one. A number of different things we got going on in our lives. So Michaela's doing okay. She's fully recovering from the flu, and so we're good on that score. On the question, he gave it away. Gave it a really heavy swing in the first question to make the answers easier. Echo. So I'm going to go with echo. And I'll be here to the bottom. So W5OG, W7, AJN.
Okay, John. Easy. That's the way we like it. All right, mighty fine. Glad to hear that that Michaela in particular is doing well over her flu there. And all the best to you and your family. All right, let's go to Bob, NX6RG. Hey, Bob, good morning. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG. Well, good morning, Dale. Good morning to all the flyers. Well, I'll tell you, I reread this question. And I don't have a whole lot of insight into this one, but a friend of mine that I met at Fort Aerospace was an Army enlisted prisoner, and he was a crew member off of Carrier. He had a tour and he had a plane that he actually called the White Whale. So, the only connection I can make with Army and those airplanes would be Charlie. So, Boogie Bell to Charlie, and we'll see how that comes out. I'll give you Philly Coolers on this. Scratch my head, and that's the only piece of information that came up. Dale, I'm going to be one and done. I'm going to out the answers to most interesting questions. And I'm going to take silver for this talk.
All right, Bob, are you barefoot this morning? Something your signal is down from normal. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I'm running barefoot right now.
Okay, well I can hear you. You're Q5, but you're only about an S7. You're normally 9 or 9 plus. Anyway, 7-3 to you, and get Schroeder his walk there. I'm sure he's patiently waiting. All right, got your answers, Charlie. Let's go to Mike, KF0OPE. Go ahead, Mike, you're up, W5OG.
Good morning again, Dale, and all the flyers and visitors on the net this morning. It's a cool, cloudy morning here in Nebraska. I think it's going to get up into the low 30s today. A bit breezy. It's not very pleasant outside, but better than minus temperatures. I have no idea on this question. I'm going to go with the lemming line, echo, and I will await the answer with everybody else. Back to W5OG and the net, KF0OP.
Okay, Mikey, what you want us to put you down for echo? Is that what you said, over?
Yeah, Roger, echo.
Yeah, got it, thank you. And let's go to W4VFW. Hopefully you're still there, Bob. Good morning to you. Whiskey 4 Victor Foxtrot Whiskey, you're up, W5OG.
Hey, Dale, I just checked. He checked out on the M window some time ago.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lee. I just noticing that. All right, let's move along to Steve. It doesn't say receive only, so perhaps you're able to transmit there, Steve. K6 Papa X-Ray, good morning, and you're up, W5OG. Steve, good to hear you, by the way, and you are above my noise, which is an accomplishment because it's And I've got this, with the Flex, they've got this right-hand noise finder. That with my particular line noise problem that I have, when it occurs, is very effective, and it gives me a couple of dB of less noise. Although the signals pretty much are left alone, so that's a nice feature. And you're right at that point where I can just barely hear you. But I did copy that completely, Q5, and got your answer as Echo, Echo, and Preserve, Protect, Defend, and 7-3 to you there, Steve. All right, that's the bottom of the list, unless I missed anyone. Did I miss anybody? The first time through on the list, call now, W5OG.
KE4, NTG, Kilo Echo 4, November Tango Golf.
Well, I can hear somebody way down there. We'll take a standby for additional check-ins here just in a minute. But let me go ahead and give the answer to the question, and I'm going to leave for comments because this is a fairly interesting question that's very difficult to find anything when you do some research on the internet. So you may be interested to hear his comments, and I know I am. So anyway, the question today, I'll repeat it right quick for those that are just joining us perhaps. The 1948 Key West Agreement outlined and established the roles and responsibilities. This is after the brand new service, the Air Force, came into being. And they were vying for who was going to have what and what they were going to do. And the U.S. Army tried to push the limits with various aircraft acquisitions. And Lee's question had to do with naming those aircraft, and there are more than one. And the answer, Alpha, was the Cessna T-37, and it couldn't have been that one because the T-37 didn't come along until much later than the 1948 time frame. And I don't know about the rest of them. The Fiat G91 was Bravo, Charlie, the Douglas RA-3B, the Delta answer, the A4D Skyhawk, and E, all of the above. And of course the answer was all of the above. And the Army down through the years, I know, has tried to push the envelope there on which aircraft it actually could bring into its inventory. The bonus question was the RV-1D. I never had heard of this aircraft. Of course, I've heard of the Mohawk, but anyway, this was an elite variant of the Mohawk, the RV-1D. Flew with a very sophisticated quick look 2 suite, which is the electronic variant, the electronic warfare variant, as primarily a listening aircraft. There was a mid-'80s combat loss. Unacknowledged. They never did acknowledge it due to the sensitivity of its mission. And Lee's questions had to do with where did the loss take place. And of course, since they were matched, as Lee pointed out, the answer had to be Echo, Central America. I had never heard of it. So the answers were Korea, B was East Germany, C Iran, D Russia, and E Central America. The answer was Central America. Let me go to Lee, N5B, and you can go ahead and do your 73 round, and if you have any comments there, Lee, go ahead and make them now. W5OG.
W5OG N5B. Thank you, Dale, and thank you for letting me provide today's question. Relative to the first question, I put the 1948 Key West Agreement in there because, that was a written document. That was not a handshake between the services. That was a written official document between all the services and how they would cooperate and how they would operate, including which aircraft they were authorized to have. And that agreement is still in place. So the Army tried to get all of those and did. I got a picture of 3 T-37s in U.S. Army colors. No kidding. let's see. Yeah, they got a couple Fiat G91s. If you're not familiar with that aircraft, it looks like a smaller, kind of chunkier F-86, sort of, generally. They flew. I like Bob, the professor's comment about the RA-3B. Yeah, the Army got some of those and used them out at White Sands during the development phase of the Patriot missile system. They use that for targeting. They use it for attempting to defeat the radar, and used them, I think, up until the mid-90s. So, and then, yeah, they did have a couple of Skyhawks on the inventory. All of those fighter aircraft or ground attack aircraft happened when the Army sensed the Air Force was going soft on air to ground. You know, there's an old saying about not a pound for air to ground. Well, the Army got nervous about that. I think the Army still should be nervous about that today. So that's it. So yeah, Echo is the answer. And then the last one, I ran across this. There is little to no information about this combat loss. I believe the details of it are still classified, and because of where it was and what it was doing. It was in Central America. I'm assuming, I don't know this, I'm assuming it was on a DEA mission. I don't know that. But, yeah, that's where it happened. So a little bit of Army aviation history today, Dale. Thank you for letting me provide my the service I served and a little bit of aviation history today. W5OG N5B 73.
All right, Lee, mighty fine. Very good explanation as always, and we certainly do appreciate your perspective. You add a lot of interest to our net for sure, and we do appreciate you doing that. But again, those of you that would like to participate in the questions, you're invited to provide those. You can send them to Lee. It's easy to do. Just get his email address off of our roster. It's on the website there, and you can send them in to him or to any of the net controllers. Okay, let's move along with the 73 round. Let me take a quick standby and see if we have any last-minute check-ins before I do that. Last-minute check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Call now, W5OG. Well, I don't hear anybody. Let's go ahead and start and see if Don, if he's still in there. Go ahead and start it off the 73 round with Don there, if you would there. John, WA6LJS. Go ahead, W5OG.
Okay, K0ZNC, Don, you're up for the 73 round, WA6LJS. You're up, Don, K0ZNC.
His audio is down, but he's talking on Echo Link there, John.
Yeah, I don't hear any audio on my end on Echo Link.
Okay, well, I was hold on. Yeah, Don, I was hearing you, W5OG, but Don had a hard time with the audio. But anyway, you want me to, I'll tell you what, why don't you go ahead and say your 73s again, I'll bring you in there, Don. K0ZNC, go ahead again, W5OG. Okay, well, you heard you that time, Don. Got you all okay there. I think everybody heard that. So, anyway, 7-3 to you, Don. Glad that you could join us, and it's always fun to have you with us. All right, let's move along to Larry, KB0LTT. Larry, 7-3 round, W5OG.
Okay, Dale. Well, everybody have a great day. Good net as always, and we'll try and check in with everyone tomorrow. W5OG and the Air Force's Flyers Club net, KB0LTT, 18-wheel mobile in Ohio, 73.
Okay, fine, Larry. 7-3 to you. Drive carefully today and stay away from the winter stuff there if you can. Let's go to Cliff, W5PIX Mobile, W5OG, 7-3 Cliff. I don't hear Cliff on the SCR. Yeah, W5PIX Mobile, are you there, Cliff? W5OG. Anybody here, Cliff? I guess not. Well, maybe before we shut the net down, I'll try him again. Let's go to KC4YCF near Augusta, Georgia there. Mike, if you're still with us, you're up for our 73 round, W5OG. Yeah, fine, Mike. How far are you from Augusta National there when they have the Masters, Mike? How far are you from there? Oh, my goodness. Good comment there, Mike. And 5 or 6 miles from Augusta National. Isn't it amazing? Anyway, it's a beautiful course, and I personally look forward very much to the Masters each year. So good to have you join us this morning, and Mike, you're always welcome. Let's go to another Mike, WW5ENZ, 7-3 round there, Chief. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, W5OG, great net today, and everybody coming in pretty good. I didn't really have to use CR on anybody. In fact, I could get 2 even local. This is, I'm going to say 73s, everybody, and this is WW5ENZ. Back to net 73, everybody.
All right there, Mike. Mighty fine. Have a good day. Let's go to Frank, N4GYY, 7-3 round. Frank, W5OG.
W5OG and N4GYY. Yeah, it came around to 73 quicker than I thought it probably would. Mike up there in Georgia, I understand the pain when it comes to the Masters because when the Kentucky Derby comes here, we pretty much shut everything down because of the crowd. And I do a thing that I call escape from Derby, and I head out of town. So, I understand the pain. So with that, I will say 73 to everybody. Good net, good question, Lee, if you're still working on it. Lee, if you're still on there, good question. But echo on the first one, and the way you worded the question kind of gave it away, I do believe. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Dale. W5OG and the group, N4GYY. 73 to everybody, stay warm.
Okay, now I'll echo that, Frank, as a ex-UPS pilot. You avoid Louisville during the Kentucky Derby for sure. You can't wait to get enough seniority so you can bin around it. 7-3 there, Frank. So is John, WA6LJS. You're up, John, W5OG, 7-3 round.
Okay, thanks, Dale. W5OG, WA6LJS. I don't know what went wrong with the echo link there when I came up for Don's turn there. All I was getting was it's like somebody had a carrier on echo link. I just heard some rushing noise. Couldn't hear anything. But anyway, I'm glad you got him in there for 73 round. Well, I was talking to Steve on the local repeater, K6 Papa X-ray, and he told me he had some wind down there. And he's closer to the ocean there, and I looked out the window, and it was dead calm here. And then about 5 minutes later, we started to get wind up here, and my S9 vertical is rocking back and forth, and the X beam is wiggling. So hopefully it won't be heavy, and certainly hope that nothing sparks around here. Anyway, good net. It's already up to 65 degrees. That's what happens when those Santa Anas roll in here. Beautiful day. Good question and a good net. And we'll be over to Echolink for a few minutes afterwards. W5OG, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, mighty fine. And yeah, it worked out all okay with John and appreciate your helping with that. Let's go to Bob, K1BOB, 7-3 Bob, W5OG.
K1BOB, W5OG in the net, and good to hear everybody this morning. Big group, and Dale, thanks for running it. Charlie, thank you for doing the YouTube, and Lee, thank you for providing a challenging question. However, you stuck to the format. Good man. It was your doom. With a classified question, no less. Anyway, I got a kick out of that. Learned a lot more about the Army, that's for sure. So thanks for that, Leon, sincerely. And good comments on inviting everyone to participate, not just be a recluse. And get out there and, I've asked in the past. I'll say this again. How about something you did you're very proud of? What's the most proud thing you ever did in the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, or whatever? And you think you were the hero? We'd like to hear stuff like that. You could even make it a question. But everyone has things they know they did well, and they're rewarded for it in most cases. So with that, this is K1BOB, turning it back to W5OG. Thank you, Dale.
All right, Bob, mighty fine. We have a very obnoxious phantom whistler there on the frequency, up 1 kilohertz. But I know he knows that we're here. He's strong with me, and I know I'm strong there. Anyway, 7-3 to you, Bob, and maybe we'll see you over on Echolink for a few minutes after the net. Let's go to Joe, W5ABI, 7-3, Joe, W5OG.
W5OG and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good net.
Thanks for running it, Dale.
73 is all the Flyers, and you as well. W5OG, W5ABI.
Oh, that guy's obnoxious. All right, that's 7-3 to you. Have a good day there, Las Cruces, and thank you for being here this morning. Charlie, K4YDB, 7-3 round, Charlie, W5OG.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, good net today, Dale. Of course, I always copy you very well, but conditions are changing just a little bit on me over here. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a great day, and we will look for you tomorrow. K4YDB, back to net.
All right, Charlie, 7-3 to you. Let's go to John, W7AJN, 7-3 round, John, W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Good net this morning, Dale. Thanks for doing it. Did a great job. And 7-3 to all the Flyers out there. Make it a wonderful day because you're in charge of it. W5OG, W7AJN.
All right, John, mighty fine. Enjoy your day there in Peoria. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right, let's go to Mike, KF0OPE. Mike, 7-3 round, W5OG.
7-3s, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for doing the net, Dale, and catch everybody on Echo Link. Back to W5OG in the net. KFCOP.
Yeah, 7-3, Mike. All right, that's the bottom of the list, unless I missed anybody. Did I miss anyone the initial trip through the list there? W5OG, call now. I hear nothing, so let's last-minute comments or any final check-ins before we close the net. This is W5OG, call now. All right, hearing none, I do appreciate everyone's participation, checking in and taking part with the question this morning. And thank you again, Lee, for doing the net logging and also for providing the interesting question. It was, we'll find out a little bit more about Army aviation, and that's always welcome. 7-3, and have a great day. W5OG now closing the Air Force's Flyers Club net and returning the frequency to normal amateur use. See you over on Echo Link, that folks that can join us there. W5OG clear.